So appreciate your patience.
We don't care.
We're gonna have a good time tonight. I got some shit for y'all, I promise.
And boy, did he have some shit for us. He brought out Tiana Taylor, the Jermaine Dupri, Jeezy the Snowman. He brought out USHERRAYMOND. And honey, look at that back. The Dream with all of the pyrotech behind him. Even Rihanna came out staring niggas down. Swiss Beats was in the house. Put in a little skateboard P, followed by the Clips. He even brought out his baby Beyonce, which was to be expected. Fat Joe, and last but not least, my baby Jay to the moi, singing I'm from New York, New York. Needless to say, we had a time. It might have taken hours, but totally worth the show.
Yo, stop scrolling. Just stop. I know we late, but Jay-Z wrapped up his 3-night takeover of the Yankee Stadium in tribute to the 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt a few nights ago. And internet's still buzzing. Internet still can't knock the hustle. You got Beyonce, Blue Ivy on night 1. You got Eminem doing Renegade on night 2. And on night 3, you got a 5-hour marathon finale with Rihanna, Usher, Pharrell. That started so late that fans outside, I mean, Jay-Z was about to have more than 99 problems if he didn't get those doors open. You know, New York wasn't going to go for that. Hey, we're going to cover it all here, though. So every guess, every flex, hell, every fumble even. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Clout Report. I'm Jay Cal. This is where we discuss what's trending, why it's trending, and who's actually winning on this internet thing. Anyways, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell, because we react to every story, usually the second that it drops, but today we're a little late. But for Hov, it's a 30-year anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, 25 years for Blueprint, 1 stadium, 3 nights. And I'll give the man his flowers, and I'll also be mentioning the jet ski helmet incident, which because, you know, journalism, you got to be fair, you got to be balanced. And in my lifetime, you get that. I've never seen a weekend exactly like this. So let's get into this. So just to get some context to the people sitting in the back row, Reasonable Doubt dropped in June of 1996. Jay-Z was only 26 years old at the time. He had no record label. Nobody wanted to sign him. So what did he do? He started his own label, Rockefeller Records, and he dropped Reasonable Doubt under that. So Reasonable Doubt had hits like Can't Knock the Hustle, Dead Presidents, Brooklyn's Finest, which actually featured Biggie, which was a certified classic, top 5 debut in hip hop history, arguably top 3. So 30 years later, he books a 3-night residency at Yankee Stadium, double honoring the Reasonable Doubt album and also the Blueprint. That would be the Blueprint 1. And you already knew somebody like Jay-Z, he's going to over-deliver because, you know, he cannot resist mogul flex, you know. And, you know, this is from the same guy that brought out Michael Jackson in 2001 for Summer Jam. And Michael Jackson didn't even perform that day. He just came out waving like, I love you, I love you, I love you, and just walked off. But Jay-Z invented the flex of being able to flex a guest so hard that the guests don't even have to do anything after that point. You know, they can just go away and everybody's happy. But with all that being said, the bar for the event was sky high for the event. And I'm talking about Empire State of Mind high, literally. And to be fair, he cleared the bar. Annoyingly, but he did it. So night 1, July 10th, you got Beyonce opening up the show after cutting Jay's hair on stage. She cut off the afro and cut him back down to that classic Caesar that he used to rock back in the day. She was out there doing the dirt off your shoulders maintenance like literally in real time. And then you got Blue Ivy, only 14 years old, sitting down playing the piano live in the stadium. You know, Alicia Keys pulled up. And yes, Empire State of Mind in the Bronx. It went exactly as hard as you would imagine. And look, that's not even like a cameo. That's a dynasty on stage. You know, you got H to the is O, V to the is A, and apparently B to the is Lou is up next. Because Blue Ivy, at the tender age of 14, she's got more stage experience than most artists get in their entire career. And look, I get why Jay-Z would keep Beyonce close to him on stage, because, you know, the last time this family had an unscripted moment near a camera, you know, that was like some elevator footage, and Jay ended up having to spend the whole album 444 apologizing for what happened. Don't get me wrong, great album, but you know, sometimes accountability is a banger. But the arc is undeniable. Reasonable Doubt is a 26-year-old Jay-Z rapping about surviving in the Marcy projects. And 30 years later, billionaire wife, superstar daughter in the making, sold out stadium, from hard knock life to the softest life imaginable. And this is still the guy who asked, who is he? Remember that French museum where he had that exchange with that tourist? The guy's name was Paul. He's like, me, Paul.
No video.
Okay.
Who is he? Me, Paul.
He ether Jay-Z with 2 words. Let's never forget that. But real quick, before we get into nights 2 and 3, because they both were wild in their own right, I have a special announcement. I'm so excited to share something truly special with you today. As a double board certified nurse practitioner, my passion is helping you live your healthiest and happiest life. That's why I've teamed up with OneCallAway.ai, an incredible company offering personalized one-on-one life coaching tailored just for you. Imagine having a coach who truly understands your unique goals and supports you every step of the way. If you're ready to take your wellness and personal growth to the next level, please stay tuned. I'll be bringing you exclusive insights and resources through this amazing partnership. Let's make your best life happen together. Link in the description, OneCallAway.ai, a coach who actually gets your goals. Even Hove needed guidance at once. Somebody clearly told him safety first, and he wore that helmet the size of a satellite dish on that jet ski. Look, growth looks different for everybody. And on to the next one. On to the next one. Freeze. See what I did? Anyway, night 2. That was the Blueprint tribute night. That night had Eminem walking out doing Renegade live. So just to give a little context for you cultural historians out there, Renegade was the song from the Blueprint album where Nas said, Eminem, you on your own, will say song. That's the song that he was referring to. So that was during the Ether era. So that started a debate that has lasted roughly 25 years. And so these two stood in the Bronx, like, let's run it back. Let's decide in person. Let's let y'all figure it out. Who had the better verse? But I can't say that's an interesting choice of songs for Hove. I mean, of all the songs in his catalog, I mean, you got all the songs from the Black Album, American Gangster, Watch the Throne. You invite the man back to the scene of the crime. That's either supreme confidence or the most expensive group therapy session ever staged. look, I've watched the clips, and the verdict in my comments might not go your way, big bro. Just saying. Besides, Eminem don't do guest spots. I mean, the man treats leaving Detroit like the Magna Carta negotiation. I mean, getting him to New York, man, that's respect. That money just came by. Then you got Nas that pulled up, full Ether Truce energy. Somewhere in the stadium, every time the beat dropped, Jay did the Timberland, the head bob, that involuntary, where the beat hits your soul and your neck just starts just like moving on its own. That bob that has more range than really anything on that Kingdom Come album, if I'm being honest. Wait, who said that? So night 3, Sunday, July 13th. That's where the fumbling happened. And the finale. Fumble and the finale. So that one had Rihanna, Usher, Tiana Taylor, Pharrell, and Beyonce again. Nearly 50 songs across a span of 3 hours, right? Jay-Z grabs a mic and says, quote, "We're going to go until 5 a.m.
Loosen up, okay? Good, right? You're like a protein shake or something, right? You good, right? Okay, it's 1 o'clock. We're gonna go to like 5 a.m. So don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Incredible. Absolutely legendary. Only one problem. Just one. He said that around 1 in the morning, and that was like 40 minutes after the show finally started, which the concert itself was delayed for hours because of some problem at the door. People rushed the door, and or something happened. People got in and wasn't supposed to. Something happened. So a safety issue, fans stuck in line. It didn't move. People inside, people stuck outside. I mean, my man had 99 problems, and every one of them was logistics. At that point, they should have renamed the show 444 because that's around the time everybody got home that morning. After that. But check this out. 30,000 people got a genuine hard knock life experience on the sidewalk.
It's 11 o'clock. This show would have been over. I got outside at 8:45. I just got in this one gate, one person at a time, 20,000 other people behind me. This show ain't starting till 12:30, 1 o'clock. There's 6 cops standing around doing nothing. Form a line and let everybody come in and do that like TSA. Ticket checker, ticket checker, ticket checker. One by one? Out of here, bro.
Seriously. Song cry? Sir, the whole line was crying. The blueprint is a masterpiece. Was and is. Still is. But apparently, that blueprint didn't come with an entrance plan at all. Like, where's the door on this thing? Now, so let's give credit where credit is due. Jay apologized from stage, then delivered a marathon that people are already calling the show of the year. Now, that's the most Jay-Z arc possible. Fumble to roll out and drop a classic anyway. Reasonable doubt walked, so this exact move could run. But maybe don't celebrate too close to any phones, ho. You know, we all saw that you snatched that man's phone at Diddy's 50th, like a hawk taking a fish out of a lake. I mean, I hear security still studying the clip from that event. I think it's part of their curriculum or something at this point. But look, the big picture, why does this even matter? So let's zoom out for a minute. Hip hop is what, 30 years past reasonable doubt at this point. And the question has always been like, can rap have its legacy stadium era? And, it seemed like Jay-Z answered that, at 56 years old or whatever. And, nobody's counting, no album, no gimmicks. And he owned the internet for the last 5 straight days on just legacy, family, and a few surprise guests alone. I mean, the man clearly understands optics like nobody else that we know. So this is the same guy, though, that drank cognac out of his Grammy on live TV, who used his Grammy speech right alongside Blue Ivy to tell the Academy that Beyonce never won an album of the year. He said, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. Strong. Okay, big dog. We see you. That's Holy Grail flexing only. But here's the prediction. Clip this. This residency will become a live album or a documentary within the next year. And that delayed footage, that delayed fiasco, that won't make the cut. What would make it, though, if that guy Paul from the French Museum, if he came out for an encore, please let Paul back. Please let it be Paul. But anyway, that is the report. Comment sections right now. What's your best moments from the residency? A, was it Blue on night 1? Was it M on night 2? Doing Renegade? Was it the 5 a.m. marathon finale? And also, verse for verse, who really won Renegade? Let's settle it right here. Jay, if you're watching, you're welcome to respond. But historically, confrontations with strangers are not your strong suit, according to Paul anyway. That's what he said, not me. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. The Clout Report drops every time the timeline catches fire. Check out onecallaway.ai, and link will be in the description. Take care of yourselves. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm Jay Cal. This is the Clout Report, and you can't knock this hustle. Peace.